Hi, this is Lynn Teachwith from Trunamics. We have some reciprocal dynamics trainings coming up, and I wanted to show you some examples of how quickly this can create change with your clients. We have all had clients with stubborn restrictions, chronic tension that won't let go, and patterns of limited range of motion that seem to be held in the nervous system. You've done some great massage work, some great myofascial work, some trigger point work, maybe even some functional training work, and you've pulled out all of your tricks and nothing seems to work. Well, over the last few years, I've developed an approach called the Reciprocal Dynamics, designed to work with all of the other techniques that you're already doing. This is not really designed to be a standalone modality, but a tool that you can quickly use to help remove restrictions so you can work out of the context of possibility with your clients instead of necessity. I mean, finally resolving those annoying patterns that you keep addressing and never really get to spend your time taking your clients to greater levels of health, performance, and pain-free living. Reciprocal Dynamics uses the body's own self-corrective mechanisms to help reset the proprioceptive nervous system, fascial compensations, acupuncture meridians, and all of the other body communication systems. Once we do a quick release of the restricted fascia within the reciprocal, the muscles will relax and normal movement patterns are restored instantly. This tool is actually based off the reciprocals that we teach in our Integrative Anatomy online training. In the Reciprocals Dynamics class, you'll learn how to determine where the restricted fascia is and how to use the reciprocals to quickly release that restriction and restore proper function. We'll teach you to apply the approach to improve general functions such as balance, coordination, releasing muscle tension, restriction, etc., while also getting into the more specific applications for athletic performance, which is where it really gets fun. Let me show you a demo of just how quickly this can be used in your own practice. Hey everybody, I'm here with my client Reagan, and I just wanted to give you a little example of how the reciprocal dynamics technique works in your practice. I've already went ahead and done my functional evaluation with Reagan. Now he's had a spinal cord injury, so he's found that this is actually one of the techniques that really helps him without being too aggressive. So the first thing we're going to look at here is I'm just going to have Reagan go back and lean back into extension. And you can notice there's not a lot of lumbar extension or extension through the hip flexor area. So thank you. Come on back. Now as I test his body for where that priority reciprocal is, it's coming up as the zygoma to pubic crest. So what I'm going to do is just have him touch his pubic crest down here, little bone right there. And now I'm testing for how this fascia in his head wants to be released through the reciprocal in the face, and I've got that down. So I'm going to have him do like within the other classes you've learned about resetting reciprocals, is I'm just merely going to have him breathe a connection between his zygoma and his pubic crest. So I'm going to put in some input into that restricted fascia in the zygoma, and we're going to see how that works out. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and out. And again, he's just breathing a connection in between those spots. Again. Out, and I'm just going to keep testing his body until I feel that that fascia has gone, that that restriction is out. And one more time. And out. All right, that feels really good. It's not a priority anymore. So go ahead and drop your hands down now, Reagan, and just go ahead and lean back into extension again. Now you can clearly see how we got several more inches to open up there. So that's really quick and really awesome. Now, if I also look here, he doesn't have a whole lot of dorsiflexion as well. So just go ahead and just kind of drive your knees forward a little bit. And he's been experiencing a lot of pain at work while walking lately. So what we're going to do is just have him step back a little bit so we can get it in the camera. I'm just going to have you once again just kind of go down, drive your knees forward, and we're going to check how that dorsiflexion works. And you can see how it's a little bit restricted coming up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab his wrist, because it's the wrist and the ankle reciprocals. And I'm just going to have, I'm doing some more specific testing here. I'm going to have him breathe a connection in between these two joints. So I think this is going to have a lot to do with the stomach meridian, with where this is at. It's really going to clear up, and we know from our trainings how that stomach meridian really controls a lot of these flexor muscles all the way up. Couple more deep breaths. There it goes. And in. And out. One more time. And okay, so we got that fascia around that talus to really get loosened up nicely. So now just go ahead and drive your knees forward again. And you can see he's got another inch or two on that right side compared to the left, quite a bit. So come on back up, and now we're going to do the left one for the left ankle, but this is coming up more as the reciprocal around his knee and his right elbow. So in all actuality, it's the left elbow that I'm going to have to address to get this opened up. So I'm just going to have you just bend over a little bit and touch this knee for me, right around there. And now I'm going to take this elbow, and I've tested out that it's just a little bit of a restriction between the radius and the ulna. So go ahead and drive some nice deep breaths in between your elbow and your knee. There's a little bit of a fascial restriction in that joint capsule I can feel, so we're just holding that and releasing it. One more nice deep breath, really get a nice connection between these two spots. Excellent, all right, go ahead and stand up, and now just go ahead and drive your knees forward again and check that dorsiflexion. You can see how that left knee is almost there. We're going to go back because it's still a priority, right? We have to check all these out. So I'm going to go ahead and do now this wrist and this ankle. And we're just going to hold this bone, and we're going to go up to the lunate bone over here. And now breathe in and out and in. There we go. Just keep breathing that connection. It's doing great. One more time. And out. Outstanding. All right, let's go ahead and check our dorsiflexion again. Huge difference there. Awesome. So, how are you feeling?
Much better.
Much looser, much better. So you can see how amazing it is to figure out where these little reciprocals are restricted. Go in, find the priority, reset that fascia, loosen it up, and it can really turn on all the planes of the motion real quickly. So I hope to see you guys in the class soon. Thanks. As you can see, the possibilities are endless. Once you learn this approach, you can mix it into all the other work that you're doing and get great results really quick. Visit the upcoming trainings page and join us for a Reciprocal Dynamics class near you.